Okay, good afternoon to all of you. Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yesterday what we have discussed, the operation of the block diagram we have discussed. Is it clear? The block diagram and operation we have discussed about of the electrical drives. Okay. So power electronic block diagram and electrical drives. I mean industrial drives control subject. इन दोनों में ब्लॉक डायग्राम में कुछ चेंजेस है क्या? Is there any changes of the block diagrams between the power electronics and industrial drives and control? ब्लॉक डायग्राम में कुछ चेंजेस है क्या पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का और ड्राइव्स का? Can anyone tell please? ब्लॉक डायग्राम सेम है ना? पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स से भी सेम ब्लॉक डायग्राम है और इंडस्ट्रियल ड्राइव्स एंड कंट्रोल भी सेम ब्लॉक डायग्राम है. इज इट क्लियर? बट ओनली डिफरेंस इज, क्या डिफरेंस है? इलेक्ट्रिकल मोटर के बारे में डिस्कशन किए थे क्या पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में? हेलो, we have discussed any about the electrical motor in the power electronics? डिस्कशन किए क्या? रोल नंबर 3 नेहा. नेहा, रोल नंबर 3 नेहा. Okay, please remember all of you, if anyone will not give the response when I'm asking, so I will put simple absent for that class. Roll number 3, you are the absent today. Next, roll number 2 Snehal. Roll number 2 Snehal. We have discussed anything about the motor in the power electronics? Roll number 2.
सर याद नहीं आ रहा है.
याद नहीं आ रहा है. पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में सेम electrical supply, single phase or three phase, AC or DC. Okay, power electronic modulator, that is a converter, rectifier, chopper. Okay, load, resistive load or RL load देखा था अपन. Clear? But we have not discussed anything about the motor. We have not discussed anything about the motor. Only that is the difference. Is it clear? So only difference is we have added the motor in this industrial drives and control. We have added the motor in this industrial drives and control subject. Okay, otherwise there is no difference between the block diagram of power electronics and industrial drives applications, industrial drives and control. Okay. Is it clear? So remaining is the same. Okay. Next, so what we have seen the operation, this is the load. Load is nothing but what? The load is nothing but the device which is we are using to complete the given task. Okay, load is nothing but it is a device or component or machine which we are using to complete the given task. Okay, so here what is the role of sensing unit here? Okay, come to the motor. So this load is run with the motor. Okay, and to control the speed of this load, we have to control the speed of this motor. So how we can control the speed of this motor? By controlling the power which we are getting out, which we are getting from the power electronic modulators. Okay, how we can control the power? So by designing some controlling circuit. Okay, this control circuit is operates with the help of sensing unit. Okay, this sensing unit may be a voltage sensor, current sensor, speed sensor, and so on, etc. Is it clear? So this is the electrical supply, AC or DC. Okay, we are giving to the power electronic modulator, and this power electronic modulators will send power to the motor. Okay, according to the signals are coming from the control unit. Okay, according the power is coming from the power electronic modulator, so accordingly the motors will runs. Okay, so when the motor is runs, accordingly the load is also operated like that. Okay, this is the simple brief description about the block diagram of the electrical rise. Yesterday already we have discussed. Is it clear? So what are the components of the electrical rise? What are the components of electrical rise? Can you tell? It is on the screen, please. Can you read it? Shivani,
Yes, sir.
what are the components of electrical rise? Can you read it?
Yes, sir.
It is on the screen.
Electrical motor and load source, sensing unit, power modulator, and control unit.
Yes, it is a very, very important question for your theory examination. What are the components of electrical rise? And explain in details. Is it clear? So you have to draw the block diagram and we have to write these components. These are the main parts of the electrical rise. These are the main parts of the electrical drives. Okay, electrical motors, load, power electronic modulators, electrical supply, source is nothing but electrical supply, control unit, and sensing unit. Next, mostly we are using the electrical motors for speed control applications are the following. कौन सा motors use कर सकते हैं अपन? Mostly which motors we can use? अपना दो ही motors है ना, AC और DC motors दो ही है ना? शुभम दोषी,
हाँ सर,
कितने टाइप्स का मोटर्स अपना पास? 2 टाइप्स का मोटर्स है ना, डीसी एंड एसी मोटर्स।
डीसी एंड एसी।
और उसके अलावा है क्या कुछ मोटर्स?
नहीं सर।
स्पेशल पर्पस मोटर्स नहीं क्या? सिंक्रोनस मोटर, ब्रशलेस डीसी मोटर्स, स्विच रिलक्टेंस
हाँ सर,
मोटर।
बट मेन 2 पार्ट्स डीसी एंड एसी है ना।
Okay. Generally we are using the AC motors and DC motors. Okay, so also we can use some special purpose motors, stepper motors, and so on, etc. Brushless DC motors, switch reluctance motors, and so on, etc. Okay, brushless DC motors, stepper motors, switch reluctance motor are considered as special purpose machines. Is it clear? So sometimes we can classify into 3 types: DC motors, AC motors, and special purpose motors. Otherwise we can say AC motors or DC motor. Is it okay? So DC motors कौन सा है? शुभम,
शंट सीरीज कंपाउंड।
Okay, so Shantanu Patil, what are the types of AC motors?
Induction wound,
You are not audible, Shantanu. Nikam.
hello
Yes sir.
What are the types of AC motors?
इंडक्शन मोटर, वाउंड रोटर मोटर, सिंक्रोनस, जी सर.
Okay. So the motors can be divided into 4 types. Okay, shunt wound DC motors, series wound DC motors, compound wound DC motor, and permanent magnet DC motors. It is clear. So means the DC motors have been classified for different types. Series motor, shunt motor, separately excited DC motors. Okay, and compound motors. Compound mean long shunt and short shunt and so on, etc. Long shunt and short shunt. Okay, so AC motors are of 2 types generally. Okay, induction motor and synchronous motors. Induction motors and synchronous motors. इंडक्शन मोटर असिंक्रोनस मोटर्स भी बोल सकते हैं क्या? इंडक्शन मोटर को असिंक्रोनस मोटर बोल सकते हैं क्या?
Yes, sir.
कौन बोला अभी? इंडक्शन मोटर को असिंक्रोनस मोटर बोल सकते हैं क्या? Who told the answer? Yes, sir. Yes, right answer. Please tell me who is the roll number. रेवती. रेवती. Roll number 13, Revati.
Yes, sir.
So, can we call induction motor as asynchronous motors? इंडक्शन मोटर को असिंक्रोनस मोटर बोल सकते हैं क्या अपन? रेवती काटे.
नहीं सर.
असिंक्रोनस नहीं, असिंक्रोनस मोटर्स नहीं बोल सकते क्या?
इंडक्शन मोटर को सिंक्रोनस मोटर बोल सकते हैं सर.
इंडक्शन मोटर को सिंक्रोनस मोटर बोल सकते हैं क्या?
नो सर, सिंक्रोनस मोटर को इंडक्शन मोटर कह सकते हैं.
No, is it totally wrong answer. Shivani, can you explain it? You given the right answer.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain why we can call a induction motor as asynchronous motors?
Because the operators means speedless and they are asynchronous. Means it is commonly used in AC electrical motor. So squirrel cage rotor है और wound type rotor use के लिए.
Yes, right answer. Because induction motor this is the stator part, this is the stator, and this is the rotor part. Is it clear? ऐसे क्या? Stator and rotor. Okay. Rotating magnetic field in the air gap of the motor. The magnetic field will be rotates in the air gap of the induction motor. Air gap is nothing but, can anyone tell air gap means what? Air gap means what? Hello? Air gap क्या होता है? शिवानी?
Yes, sir.
Air gap क्या होता है?
वो सर 3 phase input power में supply दे.
Okay, air gap is nothing but the gap, the space between the stator and the rotor is called as the air gap. Is it clear? The space
Yes,
between the space between the stator and the rotor. Okay. Okay. One more thing, the stator and rotor will not connect electrically. Okay, the stator winding and rotor winding is not connecting electrically. Is it right or not, Shubham? Shubham.
हाँ सर.
स्टेटर वाइंडिंग और रोटर वाइंडिंग इलेक्ट्रिकली कनेक्शन रहता है क्या इंडक्शन मोटर का? ट्रांसफार्मर में प्राइमरी वाइंडिंग सेकेंडरी वाइंडिंग इलेक्ट्रिकली कनेक्शन रहते हैं क्या? कैन एनीवन टेल प्लीज? ट्रांसफार्मर नहीं रहता है ना? So like the same way
Yeah.
induction motor also, the stator winding and induction rotor winding will not connect electrically, because induction motor operating principle and transformer operating principle is same. Is it right? Are you got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When the current is flowing through the primary winding of the transformer, then what will happening? EMF will be induced across the primary winding of the transformer. Okay. And the flux will be developed. This flux will be rotates in the core of the transformer, and this flux will cut the secondary terms of the transformer. Okay. Second terms means which is having the number of turns in the secondary winding. Okay, whenever this flux is cuts the secondary winding of the transformer, then what will happening? EMF is induced across the secondary winding also. Okay, when the secondary winding is short circuited, or when the load is connected across the secondary winding, then what will happening? क्या होता है? For example, this is the primary winding. This is the secondary winding. Clear? Okay, the flux is induced by the primary winding, and it will cause the secondary winding also. Clear? The flux will be passes through the core of the transformer. Okay, when this flux cuts the secondary winding, then what will happening? The EMF is induced across the secondary winding. Is it right? EMF is induced across the secondary winding. सही है कि नहीं? सही है कि नहीं? शुभम?
हाँ सर सही है।
तो यहाँ पे वोल्टेज भी प्रेजेंट है। ओके, सो करंट कब फ्लो होता है? सेकेंडरी वाइंडिंग के थ्रू। कभी आप ये दोनों शॉर्ट सर्किट या क्लोज्ड पाथ होना चाहिए ना, करंट फ्लो होने के लिए क्लोज्ड पाथ होना चाहिए।
बराबर है सर।
कभी अपन एक जगह से दूसरे जगह जाने का कुछ रास्ता तो चाहिए ना, अगर रास्ता नहीं तो जा सकते क्या? नहीं, दैट्स व्हाई टू द वोल्टेज इज प्रेजेंट. ओके, so to flow the current through the secondary winding of the transformer, so we have to connect the some load across the secondary winding. Okay, load या short circuit भी कर सकते हैं. So क्या हो जाएगा? When the load is connected, the current is passing through the secondary winding also. Is it clear? So this is the operating principle of the transformer. Like the same here also, when we are giving the supply to the primary winding of the induction motor, stator winding of the induction motor. Clear? Stator winding को supply दिए तो क्या हो जाएगा? करंट फ्लो होता है कि नहीं होता वाइंडिंग के थ्रू? दिस इज द स्टेटर वाइंडिंग. करंट फ्लो होता है कि नहीं होता जब सप्लाई दिए वाइंडिंग के थ्रू? होता है कि नहीं होता है?
होता है.
Okay, when the current is flowing through the stator winding, then what will happening? The flux is produced. Okay, this flux is rotates in the air gap of the machine. This flux is rotates in the air gap of the machine. Is it right? Okay, when the flux is rotates in the air gap of the machine with a speed of synchronous speed. Okay, the speed of the magnetic flux, the speed of the magnetic flux in the air gap is called as the synchronous speed. Synchronous speed is nothing but the magnetic flux is rotating in the air gap of the machine. That speed can be called as synchronous speed. Okay, कौन सा भी speed होने दो. For example, 1300, 1400, 1500 RPM and so on etc. Synchronous speed क्या होता है? जो magnetic flux rotate होता है air gap में, तो उसको बोलते हैं अपन synchronous speed. Clear? So the speed of the magnetic flux in the air gap is called as the synchronous speed. Then what will happening? This flux is cuts the rotor winding. This flux is cuts the rotor winding. Clear? When this flux is cuts the rotor winding, then what will happening? EMF is induced across the rotor circuit also. EMF is induced across the rotor circuit also. Is it right? कभी flux अगर conductors को cut किया, EMF develop होता है कि नहीं होता? शिवानी?
Yes, sir.
जब फ्लक्स रोटर कंडक्टर्स को कट किया तो ईएमएफ इंड्यूस होता है ना, इट इज सेम एज ट्रांसफार्मर.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when the EMF is induced in the rotor circuit, then what will happening? If the rotor circuit is closed path, if the rotor circuit is closed, then what will happening? The current is flowing through the rotor circuit also. The current is flowing through the rotor circuit also. So this is the operating principle of the induction motor. But here we have a formula, E2R is equal to E2R is equal to S into E2. We have a formula, one formula. E2R is nothing but EMF in the rotor circuit. Okay, EMF in the rotor circuit. Okay, at the running condition. EMF of the rotor circuit at the running condition. Here E2 is nothing but EMF the rotor circuit at the standstill condition. Is it clear? So when the motor is running at the synchronous speed, means motor speed is equal to, for example, 1500 RPM. Motor speed is equal to 1500 RPM and synchronous speed is equal to NS, 1500 RPM. Synchronous speed कितना है? For example, 1500 RPM. Motor speed is also same as the synchronous speed. Then what will happening? Slip क्या होता है शुभम? Slip क्या होता है? NS minus. What is the formula for finding the slip?
Yes.
NS minus NR upon by NS. Is it right, Shubham? शुभम,
हाँ सर.
फार्मूला सही है क्या स्लिप का? NS माइनस NR अपन बाय NS. विशाल, विशाल,
हाँ सर.
फार्मूला सही है क्या स्लिप का? NS माइनस NR अपन बाय NS.
हाँ सर सही है.
ओके, यहाँ पे सिंक्रोनस स्पीड 1500 है, रोटर स्पीड भी 1500 है, तो 1500 माइनस 1500 कितना हो जाएगा?
जीरो, स्लिप जीरो होती है.
रेवती, रेवती,
Yes, sir.
सिंक्रोनस स्पीड 1500 है, रोटर मोटर स्पीड भी 1500 है, स्लिप कितना होगा? 1500 माइनस 1500 कितना होता स्लिप?
0.
जीरो. सो जीरो होगा तो क्या हो जाएगा? इफ द स्लिप इज जीरो, EMF is induced in the rotor circuit under running condition, that is equal to S into E2. 0 into E2, 0 into E2, 0 हो जाएगा ना? 0 into वैल्यू 0 ना?
Yes, sir.
तो EMF 0 हो गए तो मोटर रन होता है क्या? EMF 0 हो गया ना रोटर सर्किट का अंडर रनिंग कंडीशन. EMF 0 हो गया तो रोटर मोटर रन होता है क्या?
No,
Hello?
sir.
No. So how it can run the, how we can call as this induction motor is called as synchronous motors? Because if induction motor runs at the synchronous speed, the slip is 0. If the slip is 0, EMF is also 0. Okay, EMF is 0, then what will happening? The motor will not run. Okay, the speed of the induction motor is going to 0. Okay, the speed of the induction motor is going to 0. That's why the induction motor will never run at the synchronous speed. That's why this induction motor can be called as a asynchronous motors. The induction motor can be called as a asynchronous motor. I think you got the concept, all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so अपन मशीन में चला गया. Okay, so machine concept is also main important in the electrical drives. If you don't know the operation of the electrical machines, electrical motors, AC motors and DC motors, so you cannot able to understand the concept of the drives. Please remember, all of you. Okay. Is it clear? Next. So there are various types of electrical motors using in the drives. They are used according to the specification uses. When the electrical drives were not so popular, induction and synchronous motors were usually implemented only where the fixed and constant speed was the only requirement. So here, so one more thing I would like to say, the speed operates in the two types, variable speed and constant speed. Okay, the speed will be operates in the two types, variable speed and constant speed. Means variable speed में एक type का motor requirement and constant speed में एक type का motor requirement होता है. It is clear. So, but before the technology was developed, the power semiconductor devices, the speed controlling technology very difficult in the variable speed drives. Variable means कभी increase करना पड़ता है, कभी decrease करना पड़ता है. Is it right?
हाँ sir. Yes sir.
Okay. So constant speed means constantly run करना पड़ता है. जैसे अपना घर पे मोटर एक बार स्विच ऑन किए तो constantly रन होता है कि नहीं होता है? घर पे मोटर है ना, पानी का मोटर.
हाँ sir.
हेलो.
Yes sir.
तो कांस्टेंट स्पीड है कि वेरिएबल स्पीड है? घर का जो मोटर यूज
Constant
करते हैं
speed.
अपन, कांस्टेंट स्पीड. It is clear. But in some applications, in industrial applications, the motor should be rotate. The motor should be operated at a particular speed. कभी increase करना पड़ता है, कभी decrease करना पड़ता है. It is clear. Automotives में depends upon the load condition. Okay, so that's why the speed can be divided into two types: variable speed and constant speed. So in variable speed drives, mostly we are using the DC motors. In variable speed drives, mostly we are using the DC motors. Okay, because variable speed में क्या होता है, speed controlling करना पड़ता है. Okay, speed controlling करना पड़ता है. Speed controlling करना it is very difficult in AC motors. Okay, the speed control technology is very difficult for if we are using the AC motors. Clear? So that's why the DC motor were much popular that time. But after development of power semiconductor devices, the controlling technology. Okay, so we are giving the mostly prefer for the AC motor also nowadays, industrial motor or synchronous motors. It is clear. But before technology improved, before technology we are using the DC motors. Okay, so but after development of control technology, we can use the induction motor and synchronous motor also. Is it right, Shubham?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why we are using the AC motors instead of DC motors? Machine subject complete हो गया ना सभी को? Machine 1, machine 2 हो गए ना, machine 3? Can you tell the difference between advantage and disadvantage of the AC motor and DC motors? Deepali? Okay, so the DC motor is having the brushes and commutators. Is it right or not? The DC motor is present. The DC motor is having the commutators and brushes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, due to the presence of commutators and brushes, then what will happening? The size of the motor is increased. Am I right?
Losses.
Okay, the size of the motor is increased, and the energy conversion is mechanically. Okay, AC to DC, DC to DC. This is the mechanical converter. Commutator is nothing but. Okay, the size is increased, and the maintenance is also increased, and the cost of the DC motor is also very high than the induction motor. Okay, and it is very bulky. Okay, that's why, and the efficiency of the DC motor is also very low. The efficiency of the DC motor is also low compared with the AC motors. Okay, cost में भी ज्यादा है, size में भी ज्यादा है, maintenance में भी ज्यादा है. Clear? So efficiency भी कम है compared with the AC induction motors or AC motors. So that's why we are shifted to the in variable speed drives also, we can use the AC induction motors or permanent magnet synchronous motors instead of the DC motors, because nowadays we have a technology to control the speed of the induction motor also. We have a technology. अगर टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं तो क्या दो ऑप्शन नहीं था, डीसी मोटर यूज करना पड़ता था. Is it clear? So for these reasons, induction motors are rapidly replaced the DC motors. Okay. Moreover, induction motor are mechanical stronger and they require the less maintenance. Is it right? So induction motor mechanically stronger, and also it can provide the high starting torque by using the some control techniques. Okay, and it requires the less maintenance. Okay, when the synchronous motors are considered, wound field and permanent magnet synchronous motors have higher full load efficiency. Okay, permanent magnet synchronous motor and wound field synchronous motor have the high full load efficiency and power factor also than the compared to the induction motor, but the size and cost of the synchronous motor are higher than the induction motor. Okay, synchronous motor we advantage as a compared with the induction motor, but the problem is that the cost of the synchronous motors, okay, is very high than the induction motor. Okay, but due to this reason also mostly we are using the induction motor compared with the permanent magnet synchronous motor. Okay, the size of the permanent magnet synchronous motor and cost of the permanent magnet synchronous motor is very high than the induction motor. Okay, from this comparison also we can use the induction motors. Okay, in industrials. Brushless DC motor are simpler to a permanent magnets synchronous motors. They are using the for servo applications nowadays are used as an efficient alternative to DC servo motors because they don't have any disadvantage like commutation problem. Okay, also we can use the stepper motors for position control, and switch electron motors also we can use for speed controlling. Okay, so nowadays after developing the technology, we can use the brushless DC motor also in drives. We can use the stepper motors also. Okay, we can use the SRM motor, switch reluctance motor. Is it right? Okay, so all of you listen, I am not taking the attendance. Hello.